What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it so much. I hope you're doing well and I hope everything is wonderful in your world. So today I did a live stream and I let the people in the live stream choose my makeup, and this is what we came up with. They wanted a sunset eye. I used the new ABH Alyssa Edwards palette, and yeah, it's very colorful for me. But in the meantime, during my live stream, we had 5 flash flood warnings. It was pouring down rain. We lost electricity. We ended up having to cancel pedicure appointments that I had scheduled with my mom because it was flooded where she was, and the whole purpose was for us to go together. But let's get into what this video is about. I was having a chat with my friend Shannon Moody. I will link her up there. I will also link the live stream up there if you're interested in how we came up with this look. I also did some swatches and showed you the PR kit that I bought and all of that. If you're interested, I'll link that up there for you. But today we were talking about packing for trips. She's getting ready to go on a cruise, and I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend for a family reunion. And I was telling her I'm so terrible about packing makeup. It needs to be minimal and I always pack way too much. And she said, there's an idea for a collab. Let's do that. Let's do a collab together on that, and you can pack for your trip and I'll pack for my cruise, and that can be our collab. I was like, that's a great idea. I have to pack anyway, so I might as well do it with you guys, and hopefully you can hold me accountable for not being excessive because I need to pack light. So if you'd like to see what I pack for my little excursion away for a family reunion, then please keep watching. So ordinarily when I go on a trip, I bring this makeup case, and it has a nice little tie here, but it unfolds. It unfolds out into a thing that you can hang. It's got a big pocket down here, 3 pockets here, and a little place for brushes. I ordinarily bring with me a tube for my brushes, and I'll show that to you here in just a second. I ordinarily use this old tube that I got that came with some brushes I bought from Bad Habit, just because it's nice and sturdy and it will protect my brushes a little bit better. Also, that gives me a little bit of room in the actual makeup bag to put some of the bigger brushes. So yeah, I ordinarily kind of start at the beginning of my getting ready process, and I usually bring 3 or 4 of everything. I'm being honest. Today I'm going to try to bring 1 of each, and then a couple palettes, or 3 or 4. Minimal, Sherry, minimal. Here's the thing. I have a cousin named Amanda who's really into makeup like me, and she said we're gonna have to get together for a makeup playtime. And I don't really know if we're gonna have the time for that, but if we are, I wanna have something fun to play with if we should be able to get together. And so I'm keeping that in mind as well. But the best way for me to do this is to start at the beginning of my beauty process and just pack it as I go. That way I don't forget anything. So obviously I'm going to start with skincare. Okay, luckily I do have some travel size products for that. I have a very tiny little Purity Made Simple, and also a little thing of Beauty Blender cleanser, and kind of a purse size pack of makeup wipes. So these are all going to go into this big pocket. I kind of feel the big pocket and then I move my way up. It kind of helps me gauge how much room I have left. So I'm going to need an eye cream, a lip balm, and a moisturizer. I'm going to take the Nayako Quinoa Deep Puffing and Firming Eye Cream. I'm also going to bring my Pep Start because I use this in the morning and this at night. I'm going to bring my Laneige lip mask because this goes with me everywhere. I don't leave the house without it. And I also do have a night cream and a day cream. For day I use the Moisture Surge, and at night I use Confidence in the cream, but since I'm trying to make this less bulky, I'm just going to bring the one because this I can use in the morning and at night, and it works out just fine. The Moisture Surge just isn't enough moisture for me at night. From there I need a primer. And of course I use 2 primers. This is what I'm talking about. I say I'm gonna bring one of each and I end up, but I use multiple every day. So I'm going to bring my Professional by Benefit. It's a tiny little tube, and I think I have a travel size of this Smashbox. I'm gonna go look. All right, so no travel size Smashbox, so it's going in. All right, so foundation. I do think that I will probably choose 1 stick and 1 liquid. And for the liquid, I'm going to bring the Taunt Doll, which this is the best match that I don't have to mix. And for the stick, which I like to use that, and then for any places that I need to add, I will add the L'Oreal Infallible stick. And I'm about to run out of this, or I would probably bring this exclusively, but it will work for touch-ups and just to add a little bit of coverage to the lawn comb. I then go into my color correction. So I will bring my Erase Paste by Benefit, and I do apply that with a brush, but the brush is very dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Cinema Secrets. That's another thing I do when I'm packing brushes, is I go ahead and wash them with my little bottle so that whenever I get there it's already clean and I don't need to bring the Cinema Secrets with me. I do bring my color switch with me, which obviously works good when you're traveling. Alright, so into the tube it goes. I always mix 2 concealers. Do you see my dilemma here, folks? And that's the Jouer and the Conceal and Define by Revolution. But I still am doing okay with this bottom section. I'm still in this bottom section, but it's getting full. Alright, from there I need setting powder for my under eye. The only thing I ever use is Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I am going to wash and include this buffing brush in this pocket because this is what I use along with a beauty blender to blend out my foundation. This is a smaller brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that inside that pocket as well. Next comes regular setting powder, and this is one that I really like, and it's also very compact, and I think there's enough in there, yeah. Very compact, which is the Flower setting powder by Beauty Bakery. We're still going with the 1 pocket, but it's getting full. As you can, I'm going to show you. It's full to the top. I can probably include a couple more little small items in there, but it's going to have to be able to be zipped. So I will go ahead and choose a bronzer, which I've been really into a glowy bronzer lately, so I'm going to bring my Sun Bunny by Too Faced, see if I can get that down in here. And my complexion brush from e.l.f. is what I use for my bronzer. I'm going to see if this will zip. I may have to jiggle some things around. I'm doing the pinch and zip. Alright, we have 1 compartment completely filled. We've got 3 more flat ones to go. So we're moving on to compartment number 2. I did go ahead and wash up a beauty blender, but it's still damp, so I am going to squeeze it inside my towel and get as much moisture out of it as I can, because I don't like to put it into an enclosed area, obviously, that will breed mold. And so I'll probably sit this out on my vanity, let it dry overnight, and then I'll put it inside a pocket. The good news about a beauty blender is that you can squish it into whatever spot it needs to go into. Now I am on to blush and highlighter. A really good universal goes with everything blush is Down Boy by Benefit, and it's also actually by The Balm. Goes with everything. It's also very compact, and my favorite highlighter is Starlight by Makeup Geek, another one that's also very small and compact, so I'll get those going. The brushes that I need for those are kind of the bigger brushes, this blush brush, and my fan brush is evading me at the moment. I just used it. And this is the smallest of my hand mirrors, and even though I bring my lighted mirror, yes, I bring my lighted mirror, this will go into this pocket and not cause much problem. And these are the kind of brushes that I'll slide in this pocket that will roll up in here, the bigger of the two brushes. I did not include my powder brush, which this has to go, so that goes in that section too. I'll show you how everything looks whenever I have it all in there. Alright, so that's basically the face done, but I do like to use Fix Plus, so I have a little baby Fix Plus that will go in here. Do you see what I mean? This is minimal for me, you guys. This is minimal for me. I don't know why I was looking over there. I'm off my game today, you guys. It's been a busy, weird day so far. Okay, so the whole face is done and set except for the eyebrows, and I need a base or a primer for my eyes. A small compact tube is the P. Louise base, so I'll include that. I will put into the larger section the brush that I used to set my primer, and then go into the eyebrow products. There are several, but they are small. I ordinarily use the Brow Envy, which is big and bulky, so I try something else. I have one called Brow Gal, and it's a little bitty compact brow powders. My spoolie and my eyeshadow brush will go down into my tube, and then I have my Micro Brow by NYX, and I use the inky part of the Brow Blade by Urban Decay, and then my NYX Brow Mascara. Alright, the whole face is done now. Now I have to think about eyeshadow palettes. Do I really have two open spots? Am I missing something? Am I forgetting something? Probably. But maybe I can choose palettes that will fit down in these spots, and then that would make it all fit in this one compact thing, even though when I roll this up it's going to be this big around. But instead of eyeshadow palettes, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the liner, the lashes, the lippies, and the things that will fit in the rest of this pocket here. I may have two open pockets. Maybe I could put the smaller palettes in there. So I do need an eyelash curler. I always bring this one. I need an eyelash curler, so that goes in. The eyeliner that I always use is It Superhero, so that goes in. My favorite mascara cocktail. This is for my lower lashes, the Giga Black Lash by MAC. And then for the top lashes, Roller Lash and NARS Orgasm for the top lashes. Okay, actual lashes. I need to see if I can find my little case. Here it is. Even though I have some lashes in here, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to put in two new pair of lashes. I'm going to put a new pair of Ardell Demi Wispies. I'm just going to pull them off of this packaging and put them in here, and then I will show you the other one here in a second. Since I wear these lashes all the time, I know exactly how to cut these to fit my eye, and so I'm going to go ahead and put on my glasses so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess that I know exactly where to cut it, because I cut it the same place every time. I'm going to go ahead and size these so that whenever it's time for lashes, they're already ready to go for me. And since there's a little bit of adhesive left on the lash, I'm just going to attach it to my little lash caddy. This has enough room for 3 pair. And I think I'm just going to bring a pair of these Ardell Wispies, and then the other one I'll show you here in a second. I can't remember the name of them. There's some new ones that I've just recently been trying from Kiss. And of course I'm kind of going for my no nonsense lashes, right? Because you don't want, number one, I'm going to be in an outdoor setting, and so I don't want anything really spectacular or dramatic. And so to have them sized and ready to roll is a great thing. So this is how we're looking in the second pocket. And these are the lashes. They are Kiss Poise. And again, I've already worn these, so I know how much I need to take off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off of the packaging and size those and put them in my little, I think it's called a eyelash boudoir or something fancy business like that. So tomorrow when I get ready, I will wear a different pair of lashes, so I'll have 3, just because I would like to have variety. This is giving me a hard time, but I think I finally got the 2 pair of lashes stuck to the packaging. So I've got my 2 pair right there. I'll close that and put that into the next pocket up. I will also need my lash glue, my little scissors for emergencies. I'll also need some tweezers, of which I can't find. I always buy the dollar elf tweezers and keep them on hand because I lose them all the time. So I'm just gonna grab a new pair and stick them in there. All right, boom. I'm gonna take these out of the package so that it doesn't take up very much room. All right, so we have the face, the skincare of the face, the eyebrows, the lashes, the liner, the lashes, and all the supplies that go with the lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this setting spray in there, which is All Nighter, which again, I thought I had a sample of. I'm gonna look. And of course I cannot find it. So I'm gonna go with, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my All Nighter in the bag. I'm gonna choose some no nonsense lippies that are comfortable. I'm gonna choose 1 liquid lip and 1 bullet lip. All right, so I said I was just gonna choose a couple or 1 of each. I lied. I'm gonna bring Berry Smoothie. I'm just gonna bring All Gerard. Berry Smoothie, which is a nice purpley mauve. Vintage Rose, which is a nice pinky mauve. These are all kind of lippies that will look good with anything. Rodeo Dry, which is my holy grail. And then for the 2 Hydra Mattes, I'm going to bring Mile High and Vintage Rose. For lip liners, I'm going to bring Hush Hush and Dolly Danger by Buxom. That's a warm nude and a pinky nude. They both go with almost all those colors, and there's only one other called Rodeo Drive that I'm going to bring as well. And I think I said Rodeo Drive, but I meant Melrose Place. Melrose Place. And I think that's good for lippies. That's showing great restraint for me. Just saying. Okay, brushes, eye brushes. Truth is, if I bring my color switch, which I'm going to, I can use a lot of the same brushes for multiple things. A lot of these I'm probably gonna have to wash. One really good multi-purpose brush is this Jeffree Star collection. I don't know what the number is, J56. I can use this for the crease. I can use this for lower lash line, outer V. This is one of my favorite brushes. So I'm gonna wash it and put it in. So that's going in the tube. I already have an R38 by Morphe that's clean. It's going in. I'm going to clean this E40 by Sigma, which is just a general good blending brush. It's going in. I need an E4 or a MAC 242, which is an essential packing and lid brush, shimmer brush for me. I'm going to bring a Morphe M507, which is a very small blender brush that's great for outer V. Could also be used for the lower lash line. I need a large blender for transition. This is also a good multi-purpose brush for crease color, and it's a BH Cosmetics blender. That goes in. Starting to get a little tight in there. I'm going to bring my E25 by Sigma. I try to bring lots of multi-purpose brushes. I need to refill my little squirt bottle. So that's going in. Let's see. I do need a packing brush and a detail brush. These two will work just fine. I do need to find my little angled brush that I use for my lash line, or for my brow bone actually. And I don't think I'll be doing any extravagant eye looks or cut creases, but this can double for that too if needed. I do have a second MAC 242 that I would like to bring. After I get all these chosen, I will show them all to you. And when you see the amount compared to the 200 brushes that are sitting in front of me at a minimum, you can see that this is much restraint. My Anastasia A25 is just a general blending brush, and I think this will be it. I may need one little bitty detail brush for the lower lash line, my E36 by Morphe, and that should probably do it. With the multiples of the different kinds of brushes, the multi-purpose brushes, and the, running out of room here, see? This little tube makes me behave. I'm going to take the two biggest blending brushes out and put them in the little pocket where the big brushes are. Alright, these two little detail brushes that I was talking about, the one for the brow bone and the one for the lower lash line, and then we're good. Alright, let me show you what I came out with. Alright, along with these two that I stuck over here, these are the brushes that I'm bringing. You guys, this is restraint. I'll take a picture of all my brushes, maybe, if I remember. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. But those will be nice and protected in the little tube inside my suitcase. The only other thing that I can think of that I probably would want to include in this bag is fragrance. What I like to do is bring my Scentbird scents because they are small and compact, and I can bring several. And so I'm going to go through my drawer here and pick out the ones that I'm going to bring with me. I'm going to bring Coach. I'm going to bring Versace Bright Crystal. And Dolce & Gabbana Dolce. I think also Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh. And I'm also going to bring Light Blue. I like to have a variety of scents. That's why I like to bring the Scentbirds, because I can have lots of choices. Now, since hair is a whole other ball game, I'm not going to even talk about that because that's a whole different thing. I do have a little bag that I put all my hair stuff in. I'm not going to include that in this video because I think I have shown you enough. I think I've spent enough time showing you the extent of my makeup obsession and how hard it is for me to make choices when I know I'm going to be away from home. Again, these two blenders will go in once they're dry. So this is what it ends up looking like. I still have some room in here for the things that I forgot, but this is full, this is full, this is full. But just to show you what it looks like, I do love it though that you can hang it up. It just makes it easy to get to everything. And so this thing right here just rolls up and you wrap it on around. And do you see, you thought I was kidding. I said it's gonna be this big around. It is, but it fits right down into the side of my suitcase. And I just tie the ribbon around it to hold everything in place. And this was like far less than I took on my last trip, so even though I probably haven't come far enough, I've come a little bit further in being less excessive. Is that less excessive? I don't think it is. But I did my best, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching my process. I hope it wasn't boring. To me, I do not love to pack, nor do I love to unpack, because I always feel like I'm going to forget something. But there's always Walmart, and there's always the grocery store, and anything that you might forget you can probably pick up somewhere. And makeup items are not life. They are life. Makeup products are not something that you cannot live without, despite what I would say usually. I don't feel like I could live without them, but they're not going to keep me from breathing if I don't have them. But they are going to bring me lots of joy while I'm away on my little trip, and they are going to make me feel good when I get to put my makeup on every day and go through my lethargic process of getting myself ready and presenting myself out to the world and my family. So thank you for joining me. Thank you to Shannon for suggesting this collab. I'm excited to see what you're packing. I bet you did a much better job than I did. I will link all of Shannon's information up in the cards and also in the info box for you, so please go check her out. She's a fantastic lady. I really enjoy our friendship, and I really think you would enjoy her content as well, so make sure and go check her out. Until then, I'm going to enjoy my special time with my family and just the together time with people that I don't get to see very often. And chances are this video will go up far beyond me going there and being back, but I enjoyed sharing this process with you. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys. It's heavy. Bye, guys.